What is up, boneheads? It's your favorite Skeleton Death, and I am here with more Phoenix Wright. Oh boy. The logic machine is broken. Ugh. Let's see how much more broken we can make it. And without further ado, let's just jump right into it, shall we? Starting off from the first trial. Oh, by the way, hi Clay. Good to see you. October 13th, District Courtroom, Defendant Lobby, number 4. Dragon, hello. Just gotta bring up my rewards queue real quick. Bring up my request queue, just so that's up there. Okie doke. Hey, Nick! What is it? Is something wrong?
Nah, but did you see all the people here? It's crazy! Oh, so check out the Master Mascu Glossy I bought!
You bought this? Where?
From the little tents in front of the courthouse. They have all sorts of things for sale. Yeah, I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff.
Yeah, you're definitely a sucker, Maya. A shot of Master Mascu striking a pose. Come on, I'm guilty. Throw the book at me.
Who's screaming like that?
Oh, Mr. Wright, you made it. Yeah, I did, but it doesn't look like things are going to get any less ugly for you. Because I did it! I'm a criminal! Me! I feel like this guy is doing this for attention without realizing it. And that scares me.
He's at it again!
Yeah, he kinda is. I sent the calling card to Lordy Taylor, I admit it! But you don't have the Sacred Urn, right? Well, that's true, but that doesn't mean that I didn't commit the crime. Normally, when I say, of course you didn't, I am being sarcastic, but you? Yikes! Anyway, I admit that I'm guilty, so throw me in jail! I need to be punished! Like, we just find out that this is a kink for this guy. So make sure they give me a guilty verdict, please!
Oh, there you are, Ronnie. Bonjour, sweetie.
Oh, Desi, honey, bonjour! Actually... I don't really know why I should be speaking French to you at a time like this.
Leave it all to me, Ronnie. I swear I'll protect you. I got our getaway bike ready and everything. Come on, we'll be like Bonnie and Clyde.
You see, actually, the thief is me.
Can I tell you something, Nicky boy? I guarantee that my Ronnie is innocent. If he's declared guilty, I'll be ever so cross with you. So cross, I might have to, just drag you on the back of my motorcycle for 100 miles.
Don't fuck it up. So, why are you smiling when you say it?
Well, if you'll excuse me, I got some errands I need to take care of. I'm counting on you, Nicky boy. Good luck.
That look says she promises death if I fuck this up. To be honest, I don't really know whether Ron is Master Mascu or not. But there's only one thing I am sure of. He doesn't have the Sacred Urn right now. Mr. Delight, it's time for you to enter the courtroom.
For the time being, I guess I'll have to trust Desiree. October 13th, 10 a.m. District Courtroom, courtroom number 6.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Oh, here we go. New voice.
What about the prosecution? Are you prepared to... What a stupid question. What did you say? Fine, let me ask you then, Your Honor, are you ready? Are you ready to pass judgment? No, I'm not. I will pass judgment after I hear arguments from both sides. Well, if you're not ready yourself, you shouldn't expect others to be.
Who the fuck is this guy?
That's a rule to live by. Who are you? I am Godot, legendary prosecutor. I've never lost a case.
Well, you're about to lose one now. He's the one that Detective Atby was talking about.
Well, your reputation precedes you, and by that I mean nobody talked about you being a weirdo. But then again, I guess I should expect this from this court by now. I mean, fucking look at the last two prosecutors. What kind of case have you dealt with so far? Ha! None.
I'm sorry.
What? What did you say?
I've never prosecuted a case before.
Never? But you said you've never lost before.
Exactly. I've never lost. I've never won before either. I don't know if you could call that a perfect win record, Godot.
Quite arrogant for a beginner, aren't you?
Even the mightiest redwoods begin their lives as mere saplings.
Yes, but a mask in a court of law.
Ha! Don't you know anything? No matter the man, we all wear masks. Either on our faces or over our hearts. This is like the most jaded anime protagonist I've ever met. This guy is the real deal, alright, Nick. Why does it seem like all prosecutors are the real deal? So we finally meet Mr. Phoenix Trite. Nick, is he a friend of yours? No, I don't have any friends that call me Trite. Just who is this masked man? I've returned from the depths of hell. He takes off that mask and he's Larry. To do battle with you.
Well then, Prosecutor Gobo?
It's not Gobo, it's Godot, Your Honor.
Hey, please give your opening statement.
Opening statement? Those things are not fit for even dogs to consume. I have only one thing to say before we start. To you, Mr. Trite.
What is it?
Are you familiar with the saying, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link? I wonder how much you can withstand before you and your case breaks in two. Kinda arrogant, considering you're talking to someone with way more case experience than you, Mr. 0 cases under his belt.
Well then, let's hear from the first witness. I gotta say, this is right up there with all the weirdness. Oh, my name is...
No one asked for your name, witness. Did he just stop Gumshoe from introducing himself? I'm gonna punch this asshole. The important thing is what you know. That's all. Start talking. We're listening.
Yes, sir. Alright, witness, first, let's hear about you know about the thief that stole the urn? Yes, sir. Master Maskew's crimes. Master Maskew was a master thief that started his spree around 6 months ago. He's so confident that he sends his calling card before he even commits the crime. This was the 5th heist, and as usual, he sent a card on to Lordy Taylor. His pattern is to always go after only the most precious art pieces. That's why we're sure it was Master Maskew, sir. It fits his MO to a T. So then the actual identity of this Master Maskew is... Mr. Godot, what are you... What the... Where did that come from? We're in the middle of trial here, Mr. Godot. Are you gonna... I like the look of the prosecutor, but not his attitude. Yeah. He looks like he belongs in some sort of cyberpunk noir film. But yeah, his attitude is kind of shitty, considering he's never actually been in a case before. I mean, like... And also, why is the judge complaining about the weird attitude of this guy? Francisca whipped us, and he didn't complain about that shit. But this guy gets a cup of coffee and is just like, hey, that's uncalled for, Mr. Godot. Blacker than moonless nights, hotter and more biter than hell itself. This is coffee. I'm sure you can grant me at least that much, Your Honor. Oh, please, proceed. Very well, it's only coffee after all. What? You can't be letting him slide this early in the trial. Proceed with your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Well, Nick, what are you gonna do?
As long as they haven't brought up Mr. Delight's identity, all we can do is show that it wasn't Master Maskew who stole the urn. Master Maskew's crimes. I need to blow my nose real quick. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm back. Alright, so let's see what we gotta do here. On the 4th or 5th statement, present the sacred urn. Can I ask you a little something, Detective Gumshoe? Just hearing the little in that question is making me nervous. Every time you do, I either lose my job or I get my mind blown. Please tell me it's the second one. I can't afford to lose my job right now, Phoenix. Please. You said that he always goes after the most precious art pieces, right? That's right, pal. But there's one problem. That's not what he did in this case. The supposedly priceless urn doesn't exactly rise to the level of precious art. In fact, it's a piece of garbage! What do you mean?
Nick, how can you say such a terrible thing?
No, I mean from a financial point of view, I mean it wouldn't fetch a good price. Well, Prosecutor Godot, what is the value of that urn? The appraiser I spoke to said they couldn't attach a price to it. And I mean that in the worst sense. So in other words, it's not the kind of item that Master Maskew would normally go after. Case in point, he didn't steal anything. Case closed, but what about all the other shit he stole? Don't you bring logic into this courtroom now! Ugh! If I understand you correctly, Mr. Wright, you're saying that the theft of the Sacred Urn was not the work of Master Maskew.
Yep, couldn't have been. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Actually, all it did was point out the contradiction. The argument made itself, but...
Well, first of all, we need to get this issue cleared up. Was this last robbery the work of Master Maskew or not? What do you have to say about this, Mr. Godot?
Yeah. This coffee here, it's my own special blend. I call it Godot number 107.
Are you paying attention at all, Godot? Are you fucking doing anything? Even can you say something remotely applicable to the case, please?
I'm trying to decide whether to cut down on the acidity or the bitterness. That's the only thing I got on my mind right now, Mr. Trite.
What? Okay, do you forfeit the case? Can we go home?
If you're really a man, you should clean up your own mess.
Sorry, but I don't get what you mean.
If you're saying it wasn't Master Maskew that stole the urn, then it must be someone imitating Master Maskew's methods. A fake.
A fake Damascus?
Fake Damascus? That sounds so ridiculous, but I like it. Now, before I decide on my coffee, I believe some proof is in order, Mr. Trite. Proof that the person who appeared at Lordy Taylor that night was actually a fake.
Compare the security photo with the Master Maskew publicity photo. Though I don't approve of Mr. Godot's behavior, this point is valid. Mr. Wright, we're waiting. Present the security I need proof that the wasn't Lordy Taylor. Let's see. Security camera photo. The proof is right here. This looks like a photo taken by a security camera. But if you look closely, you'll notice something peculiar about it. Huh. Well then, why don't you go ahead and show us what it is? Go on, use the pointer and show just what that is. It's right here, I think. Ha! That's the place where you're pointing. What do you mean? You know, in this courtroom is on top of your head. Nick, are you going to let him get away with making fun of your hair? Yes, at least until I know he can't use his goggles to fry me or something. Well, anyway, there is a strange spot in this photo. Ha! So then what is it? Go on, use... Okay, chest area? Hold on. Oh, okay. It's right up here. It's right here, of course. You mean Master Maskew. I have here a piece of reference I would like the court to take a look at. Isn't that the publicity photo I bought this morning? Yeah. The problem I have with the security camera photo is the brooch on Damaskew's chest. A brooch? Bailiff. Get my steed. We need to retreat at once. A breach. Here? A brooch, Your Honor. It's a sort of clasp for holding one's cape on. A clasp? Now I see. Are we sure this guy isn't going senile? Oh, he has no brooch. The brooch is the same emblem on Damaskew's calling card and serves as a symbol. But the thief that broke into Lordy Taylor wasn't wearing a brooch. In other words, this Master Maskew is a fake. I've been fooled again! Your order, it's true. Undeniably true. Oh no, he's 100% is going senile. Yeah, the judge is senile. He's 100% senile. Detective Gumshoe, how could you have overlooked this? To be fair, Gumshoe overlooks a lot of things. Are you really surprised about this? I'm sorry, sir. I don't know how I blame all the whipping. Yeah, you know what? Fair. Probably some of the whipping caused some brain damage. Hey now, if you're gonna have a pity party, invite me too. But Mr. Gozon, you deserve some blame in this too. How could you have overlooked such a large brooch? You overlooked it too, Judge. Ha, the brooch you're talking about? Do you mean this brooch? Oh, that's Master Maskew's brooch. Where did you find it? Well, I've already had a good nose for evidence. I got it at the crime scene. It was hidden in the shadow of a big female Buddha statue. Buddha statue? He must mean the Ami Faye statue. Wait, didn't you tell me about that, sir? I always put evidence away in my pocket. Yeah, I tamper with it and the crime scene. That's just how I do things, Detective Gumshoe. That's illegal, you know. Not in this world, it's not. The only laws we have here are murder and apparently theft. Okay. I guess I'll take that at face value. After all, it's a safe place for critical evidence. I mean, he's not wrong. 2 of these games have proven we cannot trust the police with any of the evidence. This guy's one cool customer. It's a little early to be shaken up, isn't it? Case closed. The prosecutor did misconducts. When have they not, Clay? I want you to name me a trial where the prosecutor didn't commit some sort of misconduct. That friends of yours left this pretty little hickey on there, too. Hickeys? Figuratively speaking, of course, I'm referring to Ron Delight's fingerprints. Whoa? What? The defendant's fingerprints are on the brooch. Oh, that's bad. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Godot, let's see that brooch. I've grown attached to my talent girlfriend here. Take good care of her. It appears to have been torn off some clothing. There's a little bit of cloth left on the back. Obviously, there must have been a big struggle that night at the crime scene. The tutorial trials with what's-his-face? Yeah, you know what? That's fair. That's fair. Payne was the only one that didn't commit any misconduct in court. He actually was just a regular-ass lawyer. That's why he was the one made out to be a joke. I feel like this game simultaneously loves and hates lawyers. Uh-oh, Phoenix, we have a problem. Ha! You messed with Godot. And you get burned. Grr, he's been playing me like a violin. Well, Judge, I'm about ready to call my next witness. Well, you're done with me, but I haven't proved anything yet. You've proven your own incompetence. That's good enough. Okay, again, not wrong, but tone down the harshness towards our boy, man. That doesn't sound good at all. Bailiff, bring the next witness into the courtroom. Finally, time for the ace detective to make his appearance. 1 second is 1 drip on the coffee pot. Let's hurry it up. Shh, silence. Now I see. It's all becoming clear. Well, what's clear? Zavai! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. What we have here is a judge and a prosecutor. A coffee maniac at that. Am I correct? Well, yes, that's right. Any idiot could have figured out I'm a judge with the robe. Not bad at all. You're the first person that's ever been able to penetrate my secret veil. Well, Sir Prosecutor, let me introduce myself. My name is Luke Atby, ace detective and rising star illuminating the heavens. Boy, these two make a perfect pair. And by that, a pair of jackasses. God, do they ever shut up! They'll either be best friends or they'll tear each other's heads off. I've heard that on the night of the crime, you were all alone on security detail. You have heard correctly. My specially made monocle is worth more than 100 Detective Gumshoes. Okay, accurate, but fuck you still. If Detective Gumshoe was worth anything, that is, I am gonna choke this man. Why is this guy all by himself anyway? There must be some reason, I'm sure of it. Yes, there's a very simple explanation for that, Phoenix. It's because he doesn't have any friends because he's an insufferable jackass. Well then, tell us what this special monocle of yours witnessed. What I witnessed. It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed. That's when my nemesis, the infamous Master Maskew, dancingly descended upon me. Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police. Okay. I still don't buy it. So, you didn't get a clear look at the criminal. My specially made monocle never misses a thing. However, that is limited to things that fall within my own visual range. But of course, that's only natural. I fail to see why the witness seems so proud of his performance that evening. Us too, Judge. We're just as stumped as you. Well, sir, old-timer, let me explain. We are not speaking of any ordinary thief, but of the king of thieves, the great Master Maskew, my arch-enemy. Have I mentioned yet that he's my arch-enemy? That is what my instincts and my years of experience tell me. Very well. Proceed with the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. What I witnessed. Okay, present the brooch on the 3rd or 4th statement. 1, 2, 3. Then how did the brooch get torn off? Oh, lying motherfucker. Could you take a look at this with that special monocle of yours? Does it see bullshit? Because it's about to see a lot of it. This belongs to the criminal mastermind, my arch nemesis, Master Maskew. It is, in point of fact, Master Maskew's brooch.
It was found on the floor of the basement warehouse. I wonder how that happened. Ha! Elementary, my dear lawyer. Obviously, it wasn't glued on well enough. Not quite. It clearly shows signs of having been ripped off a piece of clothing. Ripped off? Aha! We can only deduce that the thief struggled with someone that night. The only thing I can think of. And there's only one person that was in position to have a struggle with the thief. The only person that was on security detail that night, you, Detective Atme. Detective Atme, you must have fought with the thief that night and lost. We're showing you for the little baby man you are. So why did you lie in your testimony to the court? Witness, giving false testimony is a serious crime. One that we never, ever, 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 ever punish in this courtroom, but I will scold you for it. No, wait just a moment, old-timer. Don't talk to me like I'm living in a nursing home. I just remembered, Your Honor. I was just confused because I'd been dealing with so many cases lately. The true measure as a man is the amount of work he does. That's why I always say... Nick, you can only handle one case at a time, isn't that right? You talk too much.
Witness, so are you now saying that you and the thief fought?
Hold on. That's quite enough, Your Honor. No, it's not. We should continue this line of questioning, Godot.
Excuse me?
Save the big questions for the testimony. That's one of my rules. Indeed, I understand. I, Luke Atme, completely agree. Fight with the thief. Okay. Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. However, Luke Atme can't be so easily discombobulated. Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. A true gentleman only fights with his own fists, but they were not enough. His first blow struck true. Bam! And that's all she wrote.
So in the end, you did catch a glimpse of Master Maskew.
Correct. It was during his third crime that he struck me from behind. He rapidly thrust his sword into me, and I was knocked unconscious.
I'm gonna let everyone process that one.
It seems that my memory has become a tad jumbled, so to speak.
Well, that's certainly understandable. I myself always get confused about which testimony goes with which case. How are you a judge? That can't be good.
Indeed, it is true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. However, Luke Atme...
Okay, I just need to press on the fifth statement. Press.
Can you tell us a little more about what happened? My opponent was both powerful and vicious. You might say he was power vicious. No, power vicious? I assume the Atme fighting stance, but a sudden flash of light blinded me. That, of course, was checkmate. My opponent had bested me. What do I do now? Should I ask more about this Atme fighting style? What is this Atme fighting style?
I'm sorry, but that's a trade secret. I can't say any more. But I suppose I can tell you if I absolutely must. The main thing is that you put your back to the wall. That way no one can get behind you. That's it? That's the Atme fighting style? Well, Mr. Wright, it was very important. Of course it's a bird. We've learned a detective's secret technique after all. Yes, indeed. I'll remember to use this if I ever take a walk alone late at night. Why the heck is he eyeballing me like that? It's creeping me out. Now then, witness. We'll go ahead and add that secret information to your official testimony. Okay, so present the Shintato to this statement. Or Shinshito. Shinchicho? I don't know. The sword. I'm just gonna say sword. So yeah, present. Detective Atme, your testimony is crumbling like a house of cards. What fun this is, Sir Lawyer. It's always a pleasure to cross swords with you. And now, once again, you have thrown down the gauntlet at my armored feet. I believe that is what you said yesterday. Now, the coward must have wormed his way in through somewhere besides the door. Then my arch-nemesis struck me on the head from behind with this gruesome item here. From behind, huh? But you testified that he struck you on the forehead. I hardly think you could forget where you were hit on the head. Ugh. It seems I've made another mistake. Detective Atme, that's not the only strange part of your testimony. What do you mean by that? For example, the very fact that you hid the calling card from the police itself is strange. It's almost as if you were afraid they were going to help with security. Ugh. Geniuses such as myself have always been misunderstood. How sad. That's wrong. Oh, hey, there's his objection voice. To err is human, to forgive, divine. Humans aren't machines, they have souls, feelings. They live, they die, they love, they hate, and yes, they even make mistakes. Hey, hold on. It's not as pretty as that. Really? What is it like then? Always chase a riddle down to the end. That's one of my rules. How many rules do you have? This is it. This might just be my chance to turn things around. Mr. Wright, what exactly is it that you're asserting? Very well, Your Honor. The defense asserts that Mr. Atme is Mass Damascus. The answer is simple. It's all clear to me now. Oh, hold on, I need to blow my nose again. Detective Luke Atme's true identity is actually Mass Damascus. Eek! How did he hide that schnoz under the mask? Order! Order in the court! Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? There are too many unnatural parts to Mr. Atme's story. He says he was hiding at the crime scene, which is why no one ever saw him there. And then, in this last case,
he managed to outperform Detective Gumshoe and the entire police force to miraculously retrieve the stolen treasure? That's because I analyzed the crime scene data and made an exquisitely elegant deduction. I picked up clues that the police overlooked in order to arrive at a... Oh, please. The explanation is far simpler than that, Detective Atney. The truth is that you are in fact Mass Damascus. But Mr. Wright, this photo is clearly shows Mass Damascus. The security camera belongs to Lordy Taylor department store. He shouldn't have been able to manipulate it. He didn't need to manipulate it. He gained access to the warehouse under the pretense of providing security. Then he simply dressed up as the thief and stole the urn. So the ace detective is actually an ace thief. Wow, it's like I figured this out last time I streamed this. Is it true, witness? Aha. Damascus' MO is pure genius, and so am I, Luke Atney, ace detective. You're very clever to have come to such a conclusion. I am impressed, Sir Lawyer. What? Witness, you're admitting it? Nick, now's your chance. Yes, time to put the last nail in this guy's coffin. Detective Atney, when you assume... Did he just throw scalding hot coffee at me? Godot Blend number 102, my personal favorite. Mr. Godot? The ace detective is actually, I smell, a best-selling novel. There's only one problem. It simply ain't true. But Mr. Godot, Mr. Wright has made some very strong points, and I will admit my opponent has woven a compelling narrative out of the whole cloth. But it is in fact nothing more than a patchwork quilt, Mr. Trite. If this detective really is the thief, then show us the proof of your claim. But it better be as hot and as perfect as that coffee dripping down your face. We should get Phoenix to an emergency room. He might have third-degree burns on his face. Well, Mr. Wright, don't just stand there. The court would like to see this definitive proof you have, quickly. Huh? Oh, yes, of course. What's the big rush? Are you alright, Nick? Atney looks pretty rattled right now. I like to finish this now if I can. Say that the said proof has yet to be found. Okay. But can I really do it? Has yet to be found. Proof? Of course I've got nothing. Ha! Just what I thought. A man has to hold his head up high no matter how bad things get, after all. I see. I thought perhaps you had some evidence to back up your... This is no good. I've got to stay on the attack. I'll never get a chance to prove that this guy's the thief. Don't give up, Nick. Think harder and try again. Do the thing that I usually never do. And think. Every time I try to do it, steam starts coming out of my ears and it makes my head hurt. It's no good. I'm just not ready yet. But are you gonna just give up and let us lose this? So you've come to your senses, have you, Sir Lawyer? I can't think of a counterattack at all. Someone steps in. Oh, okay. It seems the cloud of suspicion surrounding this witness has lifted. Mr. Godot? Do you have any... Oh, hey! Someone just came in. What? Who? Oh, hey, it's Desiree! Who are you? That doesn't really matter right now, does it? Mr. Light, what are you doing here? Nicky boy, the thing you've been looking for. I think I found it.
You mean that bag?
No, not the bag. What's in the bag? Well,
That's...
the secret urn! Nick, it's the urn!
Order, order, order! You, madam! That urn, where did you find it?
You'll never believe it. It was in the office of Mr. Fancy Pants Ace Detective, Luke Atme. Oh, Desi, you're the best! Found at the office of Luke Atme, has pink splotches all over it.
Well, how do you explain that one, Mr. Atme?
Are you even going to have a hard time? Even you are going to have a hard time weaseling your way out of this one.
Objection!
Pathetic.
Mr. Godot, do you have something you wish to say?
Yes, Your Honor. It simply amazes me how quickly times change. In the old days, a man was to be taken at his word. It's truly sad.
You're still denying that Mr. Atme was involved.
Before casting aspiration at Detective Atme, consider the young lady here. Your name is Desiree. Desiree Delight, is that correct? Yeah? What about it? Ha! How charming. The lengths that a woman is willing to go to save her husband is truly inspiring. What are you insinuating? As the wife of the criminal, you could have discovered that stolen urn anywhere. Including the office of the good detective here.
He does have a fair point, actually.
So you found the urn? What does that prove? It certainly doesn't prove where the urn was before you found it. What? I just brought it here from the detective's office. Please, madam. This town is already filled to the brim with lies. Any more could only compound the tragedy we have witnessed to. You're wrong. I would never do such a thing. Mr. Light, please, Nicky boy, you've got to help me talk some sense into these people. There must be some way. I've got to prove that urn was actually in it. Okay, show fingerprints on the urn.
I can prove where the urn was by the fingerprints on it. Fingerprints, eh? Oh, come now.
You're really making me laugh, Sir Lawyer. Fingerprints indeed. May I go on? Good. Now, it would be perfectly understandable if my fingerprints were on the urn. After all, I was the one who was guarding the urn in the first place. In any case, I am always in the habit of wearing gloves, as you can see. So unfortunately, my fingerprints wouldn't be evidence of anything.
What about it, Mr. Wright? The witness's fingerprints would mean nothing anyway.
Nick, what are you gonna do now?
You've come too far to turn back now. Oh yeah, okay, so we touched the urn yesterday.
And there, I'm sure someone must have left their fingerprints on it.
Friends propose that this person should be on the urn. Okay, profiles. Me, baby! Let's go!
What is all this fuss about fingerprints anyway? Mr. Atme, do you recall the events of yesterday? Hey Nick, come on, open it up!
Hey, wait a minute. We can't just open his private property.
Don't be such a funny nutty. This is an important investigation. Well, what's in there?
Hang on a sec. I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kind of hard and smooth. Well, hello there. It's true that I didn't get a chance to look in the bag at that time, but I did touch what was inside. What? You touched it? And I remember it very well. It was smooth and hard. That's the bag where I keep it. It? Yes. My special toys. Oh, God, please tell me I didn't touch what I think. Yes, you did. Well, that was just, Your Honor, I'd like the court to examine the fingerprints on that urn. If my fingerprints are on there, then it proves that the urn was in Detective Atmey's office. Well, even if your fingerprints are on the urn, it still doesn't prove when they were put there, does it? Of course it does. What did you say? It's not what I say, but what Andrea Andrews, the person in charge of the exhibit, said. I polished it and it was still just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable. If she polishes it that much, she must have removed any and all fingerprints on it. And the only chance I had to get my fingerprints on it after that was yesterday at the Atmey Detective Agency. Huh. This blend, Godot Blend number 107. I've decided it's a little too bitter after all. Order, order, order! I accept the defense's request. Bailiff, take this urn and... Wait! Wait a moment, Your Honor. There's no need for that. No need, you say? Precisely. I already know Mr. Wright's fingerprints are on the urn. What are you saying? Yes, I've finally broken him down. Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a worthy rival of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown. This guy's nuttier than a fruitcake. You see, it was me all along. I am the one only mask to mask you. Ha! I hope you all enjoyed my little performance. Okay. Well, Mr. Godot, what's Mr. Atmey? His condition. He's still in the lobby, laughing insanely, Your Honor. I wish I could enjoy the joke as much as he seems to be. Well, it looks like the matter has been settled. It came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man, besmirching him with the title of thief. Nick, you're right after all! Yeah. I guess Mr. Delight really wasn't the thief. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight... Oh, for God's sake. You're wrong! Wrong, I tell you. I mean, not exactly wrong so much, but actually not right is what I was really trying to say. Oh no, he's not. This can't be happening. Thief. The sneaky, odious thief who's been stealing all the treasures. It's me. I'm him. I'm the one you want. I'm the thief, I tell you. So do it. Pronounce me guilty, please. What? I'm beginning to think this is a fetish for this guy. Like, I made a joke about that earlier, but I'm starting to think it's true. I don't know what kind of kangaroo court you all think this is, but... the true identity of the thief has already been proven. Please hurry and pass to... What are you talking about? I already confessed. I'm the thief, I tell you. Are we really... Mr. Godot? Don't just stand there drinking coffee. Hey there, Mr. Thief. Yes, sir? If you're really a man, then clean up your own mess. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I just don't have any idea what you mean. If you are masked to mask you, then prove it. That's what it means. Yes, sir. I'll be happy. Oh my fucking god. We're really doing this. He says he'll be happy to, Dick. It's kind of cute. He's 100% committed to this fantasy. Good boy. Just remember one thing. A boy only gets one chance in his life to become a man. Okay, yeah, this is the last statement for this case. Okay, good. So there's only one trial day. All right, fucking amazing. We get to move on to the next one.
I know that. I won't fail. I swear. Okay then, talk. We're all listening.
Oh well, let's have a listen to this No! Why are you humoring him? Please! Master Maskew's identity. The truth is, I've been Master Maskew all along. I mean, you can't prove that I'm not actually Master Maskew, can you? I haven't had an alibi for the night... I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen, after all. I donned my costume that night and dancingly descended upon the scene of the crime. Look, you can see right here in the photo, that's me! As for my brooch, I'd snagged on the door handle and it got torn off, that's all. I don't like the direction this trial has taken. Yeah, neither do I. We were done. We could go home. But this is how every trial goes, at least with me, anyway. Ha! You're doing great. Stop it, Mr. Godot. You're embarrassing me. I'm accusing myself of a heinous crime and I'm probably going to be put away for years in jail. Oh, you're such a delight. What the fuck is going on?
Like I said, you've only got one chance to testify. Am I right? But if you're gonna make it through this with flying colors, I'll keep my promise too. I'll make sure you stay locked up in prison as the one and only true Master Maskew. Thank you so much, Mr. Godot. I'll do my best.
Alright, Mr. Red, I'm afraid it's time for your cross-examination. I can't believe this shit is happening. Master Maskew's identity.
The truth is, I've been Master Maskew all along.
Okay, so, hold on. Present Juan's wallet or the key guard on the statements 2 or 3. Okay. Present Ron's wallet. Mr. Light, this wallet belongs to you, correct?
Yes, it does. I had lost it somewhere.
Mr. Wright, where did you find that wallet? You should report it to the police right away.
No, you don't understand. This is an important piece of evidence.
Evidence?
Yes, evidence. And, there was no money inside of it. At all. None. Mr. Delight, when did you first notice you'd lost your wallet? Let me see. I think it was on the night of the crime. But I know I still had it when Desiree and I went out for dinner. The wallet was found at approximately 1 a.m. at KB Security Headquarters.
What? Surely you're not serious.
Yes, I am serious. This proves that Mr. Delight was in fact at KB Security that night.
No! Why are you breaking down?
So if the defendant was at the KB Security at 1 o'clock in the morning, then it proves that he has a watertight alibi. No! Furthermore, considering the distance between Lordy Taylor and KB Security, it would have taken 30 minutes to get there by car, according to Larry anyway. I mean, can you really trust Larry as a valuable source of information?
Well, Mr. Godot, do you have anything to say? And stop drinking that coffee, I swear to God!
Hi, Jack. Brick. Okay, you threw a brick at me. Awesome. Good thing my head is made of bone and not that fleshy stuff. Come on, Mr. Feet. Don't let this guy beat you. Tell him why he's wrong. You're the only one who calls me thief, Mr. Godot. Alright, I'll try. I'll do it. I will. Tactical brick is the ultimate weapon. Oh, well, yeah.
Definitely is.
He's really got Mr. Delight all worked up.
Yeah, he's like a kid at his first day of school. Look, it's just ridiculous. Why would I have dropped my wallet at KB Security? Someone must have planted it there to make it look like I was there and not at the heist.
Planted? He's really reaching now.
Mr. Delight, you probably dropped your wallet when you took it out to use this, didn't you? The key card to KB Security CEO office.
No!
Ha! That was a pretty good try, Mr. Trite. Unfortunately, you've overlooked one small thing. What? Motive, of course. Why would the thief go to the KB Security in the middle of the night anyway? Well, Mr. Wright, it looks like you need some more evidence after all. Grr, this stupid kid. Now then, let's see your evidence. The evidence that shows why Mr. Delight went to KB Security at 1 a.m. at night. This. The blackmail letter. Mr. Delight, I believe you've seen this before, correct?
That's...
What is it? A blackmail letter. That's what it looks like from the context. But blackmail? Yes, basically it says, bring $50,000. That certainly sounds like blackmail, all right. At the time of the theft, Mr. Delight was dealing with the blackmailer himself, in KB Security's CEO office, a full half an hour away from the scene of the crime. Ugh. Ugh. No, 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 no! How is he yelling while he's drinking coffee? Order, order, order! So then the theft of the urn occurred. The defendant was at KB Security. Looks like a perfect case for the defendant. You may see it as a perfect case, Judge, but to me... Well, let's just say my Godot Blend number 107 impresses me a lot more. What are you trying to say? You say the thief was being blackmailed by the CEO of a security company? But did you actually investigate the CEO at all? Huh? Well, no, I guess not. Accusing a man of blackmail with no proof? I'm not sure what I think of that. Not sure what I think of that. At least I know what I think of you. Good point. I'm not sure what I think of it myself. You claim that the defendant entered the CEO's office. But you will need at least one witness to corroborate your claim, Mr. Wright.
Nick, I think we're going to have to track down the CEO guy.
No, we won't have to track down the CEO at all. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? There's someone else who can testify. We can testify that the key card was used at 1 a.m. that night. It's Larry. Where's his profile? On the second page? Yeah, it's on the second page. Larry Butts! Who is this useless-looking young man? You don't remember him, Your Honor? Not exactly. But just looking at this picture makes the bile start to rise in my throat.
Looks like he doesn't remember the case from 2 years ago. The one that, had the murder weapon that was used in a different murder? How the fuck did he not remember that? One of his best defense attorneys was murdered. She was also my sister. Dick. He probably blacked out that memory on purpose.
Anyway, this man was working as a guard at KB Security that night. Oh? The question at hand is this key card. Yep, that's the key card that they use in the building I work. According to the serial number, it's the one for the CEO's office. You need to get in that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record. To be fair, judges go through hundreds of cases a year. He's not going to remember every detail to every case. Yeah, but also, this judge, how could he not remember the people he sees in his courtroom? I mean, one of the prosecution attorneys whipped him, for God's sake. Honestly, if I were him, I'd remember every single person I go through. And also, I don't think this judge goes through hundreds of cases a year. I think we're lucky if he goes through 4 cases in a year.
Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room and when.
As you can see, there's no need to investigate the CEO of KB Security. We should be able to discover the truth simply by analyzing this keycard's data. Bah! Did he just drink that to do a spit take? Well, Mr. Godot, the name of the CEO of KB Security is Kane Bullard. I was unable to contact him directly, but I got the keycard data here. So what does it show?
Each keycard has its own serial number, and they leave detailed records of their use.
According to this data, this card was used at 1 a.m. on the morning of the crime. Keycard updated in the court record. Well, there's our proof. But that means it can't be Mr. Delight dressed as Master Maskew in this photo. Heh. It looks like you're right. 2 minutes isn't even enough time to brew a good cup of joe. So then... Ron Delight was clearly in the office of KB Security's CEO at the time of the crime. The prosecutor's office is ready to admit that fact. Therefore, it's impossible for the defendant to be Master Maskew.
Good job! You did it, Nick!
I believe this is the first time the prosecution has actually willingly admitted defeat. This is a rare occasion, boneheads. I feel like we need to do something to celebrate, but I just don't know what. Hold on. Free hat redeem. There we go. I'm putting on my hat for free for everybody. I came perilously to searching the record of an innocent young man, the second time. Oh no. Oh god. It's not over. It's not over. There's another investigation sequence. No, come on, we were done. Besmirching him with the title of thief. What's wrong, Your Honor? I'm ready, but before I do you have any further... No, Your Honor. Very well. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight, not guilty. Come on. No, Gabe, you can't do this. This guide has to be wrong. Please tell me the guide is wrong. Please, please, please. Court is now adjourned. Please, please, just say the case is over. October 13th, 2:24 p.m. District Courtroom, Defendant Lobby number 4.
Nick, you did it! We were right after all. Actually, I'm a little bit ashamed of myself. Nicky boy.
Oh, Miss Delight.
I knew you could do it. I believed in you all along, Nicky boy. I don't know how I can ever repay you.
Aw, shucks. Thanks, Miss Delight. I just know I'm blushing.
Congratulations, Mr. Nick.
Oh, pearls. I got a bad feeling about...
Who is this woman?
I guess the actual thief hasn't been... No, he was caught. He was actually the ace detective who's been catching Master Maskew. Yeah, Luke Atme was the ace detective who's been the only one who could catch Damascus, was Damascus all along. Which is something that I called in the last episode. So yeah. Oh, she's nobody. She's just, You're blushing. How dare you do this in front of Mystic Maya? You should be ashamed of yourself. Youch!
She slapped me. Pearly? This woman is Miss Desiree Delight. She's our client's wife. Mr. Nick. Yes? You're even worse than I thought. What? Going behind the back of your own I'm not! No, you've got to- I'll never forgive you! Ow! A double slap. Well, anyway, all's well that ends well, right? No, it is not. We got the second urn back, and the thief has been caught. You're so right, and it's all thanks to Nicky Boy here. But actually, it was you, Miss Delight, that brought us our urn back. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Oh, please, you're embarrassing me.
If we won the case, then why does this guy look so glum still?
But I am the thief. Actually, what's the point now? What is it, honey? I did my best for you, Ronnie.
Yeah, she did. You should appreciate that, my dude.
I know that, and I appreciate it, Desi. But the thing is... Come on, give the kid some time. He's just got a little touch of the blues, you know about feeling blue, right, amigo?
Mr. Godot, what are you doing here?
Oh, come on, I just come here to say thanks to my newest buddy. You, Mr. Tret.
Maybe you should learn my name before you call me buddy.
Well, playtime is over, huh? Earlier this morning, the body of Kane Bullard was discovered. Kane Bullard? Where have I heard that name before?
Oh, no. No, 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 no. No.
Isn't that the name of the CEO of KB Security? Wait, body?
The estimated time of death was 1 a.m. No. No. No, you can't do this. You can't do this to me, game! Yep, it's a murder now! 1 a.m. on October 12th, you don't mean... That's right, amigo. At the same time that a cheap little urn was being stolen? The CEO of KB Security was being murdered. So then what are you doing here? Oh, come on, you've already figured it out, haven't you, amigo? Or have you already forgotten about the piece of info I helped you out with today? Help me out? What? Oh, on October 12th at 1 o'clock in the morning, Ron Delight was announced to you. We were done. You can't do this to me. We were done, game. We were done. You can't do this. Why? After getting that blackmail letter, he must have been embridled with other rage.
What are you saying? Embridled with rage? That guy can barely enrage himself enough to heat a Hot Pocket!
Oh, that's sneaky. Yeah, right, Jack? What the fuck? We were done. We were done. You can't do this game.
Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Ron Delight was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. An employee of KB Security. It looks like that alibi that saved him from being convicted as a thief is going to be the noose that gets him hanged. Kind of an anti-alibi. No way! He can't be the thief because he was at the murder scene when the murder occurred. No, that's a lie. It can't be true. Oh, but I am a thief, I tell you. Ron Delight, you're going back to prison again.
This time, the charge is much more serious. This time, you'll be tried for murder. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. Why? We were done. We were done. You cannot do this to me. What? This can't. This is impossible. I'm looking forward to another exciting showdown, Mr. Trite. I'm gonna punch him in his stupid visored face. You and I aren't through with each other yet. Surely you won't back down from a challenge. You've never been a coward.
Mr. Nick, is there something personal between you two?
I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. At least let me have some fun while I'm here. Who the fuck is this guy? This guy. Who the heck is he? Yeah, who is he? He may be quiet, but he's the most dangerous enemy I've ever faced. He's a fucking loony. Yeah, Edgeworth somewhere. I don't know why, but I'm suddenly feeling violently jealous. And I want to punch these stupid-looking sunglasses for some reason. What is wrong with me?
Nick, how could this happen?
Yeah, how could this be happening? Right in front of our very eyes, our client has been arrested for murder. And the one who established his presence at the scene was me.
Yeah, Ronnie.
Arrested for murder on the very same day he's declared innocent of larceny. What the heck is gonna happen next? I don't know, but we're going full into it. Oh, God. Yeah, save my progress, please. Thank you. Okay. Next investigation. October 13th, 3:02 p.m. Ranko offices.
You know, I'm glad we found the urn and all, but poor Mr. Delight got arrested again.
Surely Mr. Delight was in the CEO's office when the murder occurred. And surely I provided an alibi and a motive, and surely he's totally fucked. Can we go home? Can we go home? Can we let this one die? He seems to really want to go to jail. So I say we just let him.
No way, Jose. I don't buy it.
Was Mr. Nick himself, at least from what I can understand.
Looks like you did too good of a job this time, Nick.
Well, how about we get started looking in the KB security murder? I think I'm gonna head back to Curran Village for a little while, if that's alright.
Sure, but why?
I'm going to bring the Sacred Urn back and have some people take a look at it.
Oh, that's a good idea. I think I'll go with...
No, Mystic Maya, you should stay here. I want you two to spend some special quality time together, full of love and happiness. Pearls is so caught up in her fantasy, she forgot there's a murder to solve. Sacred Urn given to Pearls. Now remember, no fighting, okay? She's gone.
Okay, Nick, time to get going on this murder investigation.
Alright. Okay, guide. Where do I go first? Damascu's hideout. Okay. Yeah, they did just let a 10-year-old leave on her own to go to the village the next town over. That's highly irresponsible, actually. Yeah, that's incredibly irresponsible. October 13th, Master Maskew's hideout. Oh, Nicky Boy, Maya. Miss Delight. All I wanted to do was help my dear Ronnie. Yeah, but I guess it ended up hurting his case. Don't say that, Nick. She doesn't need your help beating herself up. Hey, Nicky Boy, please. Please help Ronnie. He's not a killer, I swear. My Ronnie wouldn't hurt a fly. Alright, I'll poke around and see what I can find out. Really? Are you serious? Oh, I'm so happy. I knew asking for your help was the right thing to do. I don't know what I can do to help anymore. I had no idea Miss Delight had such a vulnerable side. Anyway, we need to talk to her. Ron Delight. Listen carefully, Nicky Boy. My Ronnie would never ever kill anyone. It's just not in him. What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? I don't think he would either, Nick. Yeah, but you have to admit, he's got a bit of a temper to him. It's not hard to imagine that he just snapped and screaming, "Please die!" He would never say that! Anyway, Mr. Delight, he might not be a killer, but he's still going around saying that he's a thief. I already told you, that's just a fantasy for him. Mr. Delight, I hate to say it, but you're the one living in a fantasy world. What? How dare you say that to me, Nicky Boy? I know everything about my Ronnie. We don't have any secrets between us. Ronnie isn't the thieving type. He's so honest that he wouldn't even snatch a nap. He's so honest that he wouldn't even steal a glance. A thief? Ha! That's the very idea. I guess I just don't get it. Get what? I can't understand how they can be so different and yet be such a happy couple. Yeah, they sure are different. Come on now, Nicky Boy. It's not that mysterious, is it? It was love at first sight, for me anyway. What? For you? But he's such a loser! I mean, look at you! God, you're fucking smoking hot! How did he land a babe like this one? She likes twinks, leave her alone. You know what? That's fair. I hate these kinds of people more than anything. You mean Ace Detectives? No, I'm fine with Ace Detectives. Oh, so you must be thieves. No, that's alright too. I just hate thieves that are pretending to be Ace Detectives. That's a very specific thing. There's nothing I hate more than cowardly men. By the way, why did you go to Detective Zappy's office anyway? Well, as the trial went on, I started to get more and more anxious. I went there trying to find out more about the real criminal. The real criminal? It's obvious. The real Damascus is not Marani, right? Yeah? And Detective Atme knew more about Master Damascus than anyone else. Do I sense a hint of jealousy? No, shut up. I'm not jealous. You're jealous. I'm not jealous that he has a smoking hot wife who wears a leather getup 24/7, rides a motorcycle, and is fucking badass, and loves him unconditionally. Shut up. You're jealous. So then you went there to ask him some questions? That's right, I do whatever it takes to save my man. Yeah, his secretary said the Ace Detective isn't in right now, but I forced my way past her and into his hideout. I wouldn't exactly call that office of his a hideout. His bag there was sitting right on top of the table. Oh yeah, we saw that bag there yesterday too. There's nothing lower than someone who would try to pin a crime on someone else. KB Security. Mr. Lane, do you know about KB Security? Don't be silly, of course I do. That's where my Ronnie works. So she thinks he still works there, huh? And yet, according to what we heard today... Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Ron DeLite was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. Ron quit. He doesn't work there anymore.
It looks like Mr. Light doesn't know.
KB Security is only about 20 minutes away by motorcycle, that is. Larry told me it takes 30 minutes by car. Well, I have to admit, I tend to fly pretty fast on my bike. To make it to KB Security that fast, are you sure you aren't literally flying? Well, I'll give you a ride sometime, or better yet, how about now? No, I'll pass the thanks. Why don't you just tell me where it is, and we'll go ourselves.
Ha! What a scaredy cat you are, Nick! I'll ride with you, Desiree! Cool, this'll be fun! Hey, what are these things that are labeled rocket boosters?
Mr. Light told us the location of KB Security.
Okay, let's head over there right away, Nick!
I gotta ask. Love at first sight?
So, was it really love at first sight when you first met Mr. DeLite?
Well, maybe not at first sight, but Ronnie saved my life.
Saved your life?
I was at work one day when two robbers suddenly rushed in. Well, I'm not the kind to just curl up in a ball in a corner, so I fought back.
Robbers?
Yes, they took me hostage. I was so frightened. They were both carrying these huge knives, and I broke down into tears. Yeah, I would too if I were in that situation.
Oh, I think I get it. Did Mr. DeLite come running in to save you?
Yes, exactly. I remember he looked so handsome in that guard uniform of his. He went up right to those two knife-wielding robbers and screamed in their faces. "Please stop it!" he screamed. I could see the robbers' faces turn pale. The high-pitched shriek of his does have a surprisingly strong effect on people. Then, crying and swinging his arms like crazy, he attacked those two robbers. All by himself, he came to save me, a total stranger, all by himself. He was so scared that he was crying and shaking, but he still risked his life for me.
Wow! That's a great story!
Yeah, he may not look it, but in a tough situation, there's no one better. That's why I fell in love with him like I did. That's so romantic. I'd fall in love too, I guess.
Nick, I hope you'll do the same for me if I ever get to...
I already did! With Maya, the possibility always seems to loom in the not-so-distant future. Gulp. I did that in the last game, Maya! Did you just have a brain aneurysm? October 13th, KB Security CEO office. So I guess this is where it all went down, huh?
The walls in here look thick, just like you'd expect in a CEO's office.
What has that guy got to do with... What has that got to do with anything? Hey, it's you guys! Oh, it's Detective Gumshoe. Today was a real train wreck for you guys, huh?
Sure was, pal. That prosecutor made real fools out of us.
Yeah, I feel for you.
Wow, that's not like you at all. I thought you'd be more like...
Oh, that was great. You guys got what you deserve, pal. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Well, I do a great Gumshoe impression.
Gumshoe let Maya borrow his brain straw?
Or something to that effect.
Do I really sound like that to you, pal?
If the Gumshoe fits.
Well, anyway, the point is I can tell when someone puts their heart into their job. And I can sympathize when things don't go your way. Sometimes I feel like wrong is the only way for things to go for us, Detective.
Wow, I had no idea Detective Gumshoe was such a nice guy.
Detective Gumshoe is a wonderful guy, Maya. And you will remember that. Now, if this little love fest is over, maybe we can start investigating. Alright, we're gonna talk. What happened?
Detective Gumshoe, tell us what you know about the murder!
Okay. But the thing is, I'm really not supposed to.
Hey, come on, what about their putting our hearts into our work? Things are really working against us right now, and we need help.
Okay, I'll tell you. Just don't start crying on me, okay, pal?
Okay, I won't cry on you, pal.
The victim's name is Kane Bullen. He was the CEO of KB Security and a pretty big fella in his own right. His corpse was discovered at 9 this morning. His estimated time of death is 1 in the morning on October 12th. Cause of death was a blunt force trauma to the head, probably an object in this room. Happened at exactly the same time that Master Masky was stealing the urn, huh? Autopsy report added to the court record.
So why did it take almost an entire day to discover the body?
There's a good explanation for that one. Bill's body was stashed away inside that safe. Safe? Well, it is pretty big. Nobody had heard from him, but when they opened that safe this morning, out he came. Oh, so the body fell out. That white string must be from the shape of where he fell out.
I think we may still need some more information about Mr. Billard.
Maybe you could start by getting the man's name right. So,
what happened to Master Maskew?
He's at the detention center screaming like a madman. Investigate me again! Ah, he keeps yelling. No, I didn't mean him. He's not the real thief anyway, right? Oh, you mean that detective at me? Oh, that was great. That guy got what he deserved.
Now that's the detective I know and love.
Think about it. Atme was always around when a calling card showed up, but he always mysteriously disappeared when the heist took place. I was hiding at the crime scene. Huh, yeah, right. That's the lamest thing I ever heard. That's how you just knew he was a thief. That would explain how he was able to retrieve the stolen items he kept bragging about. Yeah, he just did that to make himself look like a great detective, that's all. But there's one thing I can't figure about his first heist. His first heist? Yeah, the Tear of Emerald case. There was a witness on that one.
A witness?
Yeah, I saved the newspaper clipping. Since the thief is already under arrest, you guys can keep it. Hey, this guard here, haven't I seen him somewhere? It's pretty small, so it's kind of hard to see, but now that she mentions it, newspaper clipping added to the court record. Prosecutor Godot.
Oh, that prosecutor! I really don't like that guy!
You don't like any of the prosecutors.
The way he used our own evidence to do that to Mr. Delight!
Yeah, I think he did that way just because he knew it'd hurt more. That's what my gut tells me anyway. So who is this Java-addicted masked maniac anyway? Prosecutor Godot? He's quite the enigma, huh? The truth is, pal, I never even heard of the guy before. He just showed up one day at the prosecutor's office, came out of nowhere. That's right, he said this was his first case as a prosecutor. That's true, according to the records anyway, but no way he's an amateur. He's an Iceman in court, a maverick that gives me goosebumps.
Goosebumps? You?
Yeah. I mean, I can feel it in my brain straw. It jiggles every time he sees it. That means it's danger around. Yeah, I knew something was off about him, so I asked around. Nobody would talk to me. They just turned the other way.
Poor Detective Gumshoe, I had no idea you were so unpopular.
No, that's not what I meant. Gumshoe is the most popular detective in the entire police agency, and I will remind you to remember that, please. Thank you. That Godot guy acts like he knows me and has a grudge against me. I get the feeling he's hiding some kind of dark secret. Okay. Then we need to present the victim's profile.
Detective Gumshoe, tell us more about Mr. Shane Bluebard.
That's Kane Bullard, not Shane Bluebard, pal.
Oh yeah, the victim in this case just doesn't make much of an impression on me.
Well, you were the victim up until Mr. Bullard was found dead, Ed. Yeah, and his body wasn't discovered until this morning. Damn, he stank. Anyway, we don't have enough information yet. Can you help us out? Sorry, I read Phoenix's line in Gumshoe's voice. Sorry, I'm actually a little confused myself. For some reason, I'm just blabbering like an idiot right now.
Oh, Nick, now's our chance to get more info about the victim, so hurry up and ask.
Can you tell us more about Mr. Bullard?
He was the CEO of KB Security, right? What kind of company is it anyway?
Well, the company basically sends security teams out to buildings to guard them. Mr. Bullard must have had the chance to learn a lot of secrets doing this kind of work. Oh, and? And I don't know how to put this, but the guy was kind of a money grubber.
Really? Me too! I just love money! I can't get enough!
Please stop leaning in towards me like that. You aren't getting to my wallet. Anyway, it looks like he did some pretty shifty stuff to earn his millions. Gee, I wonder what KB Security possibly does. Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, so that's my problem. I need to be shiftier.
Let me go already. Apparently he was involved in selling trade secrets between rival companies.
Oh, that's pretty dirty and underhanded.
Yeah, oh, KB Security used to head security operations against Master Mascu.
What? Really?
Yeah, and after screwing up so many times, the company's reputation really took a nosedive. So it really was Bullard who sent Ron the blackmail letter, huh? Thick file sitting at the bottom of the screen. Alright. Check out this big, thick binder here.
Leave that heavy thing to me, Nick.
Reading a file isn't exactly backbreaking work, just a little hard on the eyes.
Ah!
What did you find?
Hey, now, Nick.
This file, it's not about any sort of security option or anything. This huge file is all about Master Mascu. It's filled with info on him.
What? What kind of info?
It's filled with incredibly detailed information about his methods and the crime scene.
Hey, Nick, look at the last page. It's a list.
Let's see. Tier of Manon, $100,000. This looks like a list of all the treasures that Damascus stole.
So then, 100,000 is the value of the stolen item?
I don't know. That number sounds kind of low to me. I think I better secretly make a copy of this list. Kane's list added to the court record. See, I'm in what looks like a buzzer.
Oh, there's a button here. Let's see.
Hey, cut it out! Don't press that!
Ha! That was pretty funny. I never knew Detective Gumshoe could jump like that.
What is that button anyway? It's an emergency buzzer. It says it right there on the panel.
Oops, you're right. It's written right there. Nick, how many times have I told you to read the instructions first?
The alarm's connected to the basement guard's room. It's used to summon security up here. Really? Then it's entirely possible on the night of the crime.
Oh, so when the CEO was attacked, do you think that he might have pressed the buzzer?
Yeah, I thought about that, so I asked around down there. But they said the buzzer never went off that night. Also, I couldn't find any fingerprints on the buzzer. Mr. Bullard, the victim, wasn't wearing any gloves, by the way, just so you know. Huh. I think we better go and talk about the guard about the emergency buzzer. Alright, and then present the blackmail letter. About this blackmail, yeah, I've been thinking a lot about it too, pal. Why would Kane Bullet have been blackmailing Ron Delight anyway? It also activates the hallway machine gun, so I guess we're stuck in here. Yeah. Oops. They're automatic turrets, and they'll shred us to pieces if we go outside.
But what was it that made him quit? Nick, that's it! Maybe that's the same reason he's being blackmailed.
Well, I'm in the middle of investigating that right now.
Oh, alright. I'm sure you disappointed me.
Move to the security room. Oh no. I recognize that jacket. No. No, not again. He can't be here. October 13th, KB Security Guard Office. Whoa, this is really something else.
For your security guard office, it sure doesn't feel very secure.
KB Security Guard, uh-oh. I just remembered Larry might be... Hey, Nick, what's up? Ah, so he is here. Yo, how's it hanging, dude? To the left or to the right, am I right? You got my sweet little Maya with you, too. Oh, man. Yeah, someone find my bear costume.
Hey, Larry!
Here I was, working my fingers to the bone. And in walks an angel. I got no problems with the daytime data. It's all good. That's not what we're here for. We're investigating the Bullard murder case. Huh? Oh yeah, that's right. You're a lawyer, aren't you? Larry, I swear to God, I am going to set you on fire one of these days. He's so hopelessly clueless. Well, if it's about the murder case, boy, have I got some good info for you.
Really? What is it?
Well, I don't mind sharing it with my sweet little Maya, but Nick here's a different story.
But Larry, I thought you two were old school buddies.
That was then, this is now, and I'm a fucking loser. It's such a shame that Edgeworth took the city's only brain cell with him. The only other brain cell. There were two brain cells in this city. One belongs to Phoenix, and the other one belongs to Edgeworth. And with one of them gone, the city's IQ decreased by 50%. So what's this good info you were talking about, Larry? I'm a guard, a pro. I can't just give away information free. He wants a bribe. I thought professionals were more, I don't know, honest. Can you talk to him, Maya?
I don't want to talk to this creep. Fuck off! Larry, tell us already. What's the good info?
Hey, I like that. This kitten has got some claws. Okay, you really want to know?
Yes, so tell me.
Okay, so the thing is, Ron Delight was an employee here, and naturally, since I'm a pro, I looked into his background. Follow me?
Yes, you're a pro. I follow you, God.
Well, 1 year ago, Ron Delight was fired. And there was no warning at all. It just happened all of a sudden. I know this is a small company, but I think that was pretty awful.
I guess you must have done something bad to have gotten fired like that.
Like maybe skipping out of work to go pick up hot chicks or something. You're thinking of yourself. No, that's just you. So, what's it like to be a part-time security guard? Let me tell you, it's tough. Well, you know me. I get by all right, I guess. First, I have to keep my eyes on those monitors all the time.
Monitors?
These are our security cameras set in each room around the building. It's really hard. Sometimes I just feel like my eyes are gonna fall out.
Oh!
If I see something suspicious, I have to contact one of the teams.
What teams?
Security teams for this company. They're supposed to be the best in the business. I'm no amateur either, so if it's something small, I don't bother calling them. So in other words, you basically just watch TV screens all day long. The night of the crime. You were in this office when the murder took place, weren't you? Why do you say that? It's just a part-time job for me, and I can't operate the equipment, and I'm dumb! That I agree with you with. Even if it is a part-time, and you are dumb, you're still in charge of security here. Hey, give me a break. Don't try to pin the whole thing on me. It's not fair, Nick. Huh?
I don't think you can expect someone like him to take any responsibility.
Anyway, the point is you were here at night, right? God damn it! The Psylocke, why? Oh no, I knew something smelled bad, and it was the butts after all. Well, it's like I always say, that was then, and this is now, okay? I'm withholding crucial evidence from a murder case to try and get a date with an underage girl. Do you like me yet, audience? God, Larry, you're such a fucking creep. Okay. Here. The night of the crime. On the night of the crime, were you working hard like you were supposed to? Larry, for the love of God, I'm trying to solve your boss's murder here. Yeah, exactly, Ranger. Fucking exactly. I hate that he's withholding this information. Just, my dude, just give me the information. Please, for the love of God. Of course I was. Why should I have been? But didn't you sneak out of work just yesterday to go see Miss Delight? But that was that, and this is this. Is there any chance that you might have snuck out of work last night, too? Never. I didn't sneak out. I'll tell you what. I'll even bet you $1. $1? Wow. Now that's confidence. What's with that drenched in the rain puppy look on your face? You have evidence that I left my position, or are you just pulling my chain? Yeah, okay. Here. This wallet. You know about this, right? I've never seen it before. Liar. You hand-delivered this wallet to Miss Delight just yesterday. Give me a break. You can't expect me to remember every little thing that happens. Well, I do expect you to remember something that happened just yesterday. What time was it when you found this wallet? I guess it was around 1 in the morning on the first floor of our company building. 1 o'clock in the morning. That's right. In other words, Larry, at the time of the murder, you were away from the security guard office. Yeah, but there's something you didn't think about. Doing these voices kind of hurts sometimes. What's that? My shift that day didn't start until 10 p.m. Murder might have snuck in before then. What do you mean by that? If the murder had snuck in before 10 p.m., then it was my fault. It was the fault of the guy whose shift was before mine. Why do I have a feeling that he still doesn't get the seriousness of this? We know beyond a shadow of doubt that the killer snuck into the CEO's office after 10 p.m. during your shift. Because of this. The key card. Larry, When you use this card, does it leave a record?
Yeah, it does, but it can't show the record to just anyone, you know.
The keycard data was already made public in the trial today.
What? I didn't know that. Any kind of request for info like that is supposed to go through me.
Boy, does that sound a bit arrogant coming from a part-time guard. Anyway, according to the data, the card to the CEO's office was opened with this card. Furthermore, it was most definitely used at 1 a.m., the time of the murder.
No way!
Yes, someone used this to get into the CEO's office. This happened at 1 a.m. on the night of the crime, right in the middle of your shift. Oh, Larry, you can't duck your responsibility this time.
Yeah, no! But ducking responsibility is my only charming point!
It's not charming, Larry.
Oh. I've got nothing then! Oh, I knew it. It's all my fault. It's my fault that the boss was killed. My fault.
Yeah, it is your fault, actually.
Larry! There's nothing I can do. I had important issues to deal with too, man.
What happened then?
My Donna happened.
Larry, I swear to God, if you left your post to go simp after another girl, I am gonna tear your head off. I got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, my Donna called and said...
Yeah, Ranger, you're right. Larry, your dick is not an important issue.
My Donna called and said, I have to talk to you right away. So I went to see her and he was standing right there next to her. Who was? Her new boyfriend. It was like some horrible joke. Before I knew what was going on, the guy socked me right in the kisser. Normally I'm the one that does the punching, isn't that right, Maya? Yeah?
So, is that why you left the security guard office?
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. What can I do? He's curled up on the floor crying like a baby. No wonder you're single, you stupid little simp. Nick, is there anything I can do? Anything, just name it. I'll do whatever I have to do to make for it. I swear I will.
Larry?
Hey, Nick. As long as he's offering, why don't you show him the evidence we've got?
She's right. Maybe we just at least one more bit of useful information from him.
Nick.
Okay, so we need to present the security buzzer.
The buzzer in the CEO's office is directly connected to this room, right? That's right. Just like my heart is connected to yours, Maya.
I swear to God, Larry. This man simps so hard he creates a black hole that just sucks in all likability and crushes it in a never-ending maelstrom.
Huh? Go ahead, Maya. Press the buzzer in your heart. Press the buzzer in your heart. I promise I'll come running to your rescue. Like the professional guard I am.
You are a professional nothing.
Wow! That was pretty good! It made me want to vomit 20% less! Yeah, thanks, I try. To make you vomit, it's kind of a weird fetish I have.
Do you think you could tell us about the buzzer now, instead of, simping for my underage partner?
Yes, please! Please tell us! Okay, I guess so. I'm prepared to be wowed. I accidentally pressed the buzzer earlier.
Actually, she's 20 by now, I think. Okay, well, still, he's still creeping on her pretty hard.
Yeah, I heard it. So that was you, huh?
You're a security guard, aren't you? Why didn't you come to the CEO office?
Well, this is the 3rd floor of the basement. The CEO's office is on the first floor. I thought it would to adopt a wait-and-see approach. Plus, there's a police detective there, right? I just didn't think it was necessary.
It's as if he's trying to win an award for the laziest person on the planet.
Let's get back to the night of the murder. Talking about the night of the murder, okay? Is it true that the buzzer didn't go off that night? There must be a record, right? You must have had a look at that, right? Of course I did, and I couldn't possibly have made a mistake either. Do you think you could just take one more look at it? Pretty please? Okay, I just can't say no to you, Maya. Oh, cool, then give me your wallet. Oh, okay, here you go. Cool, now give me your car keys. Sure, I don't own a car, but you can have my bike. Awesome! Now, I'm gonna go use all the money in your bank account to buy burgers. Okay, have fun. What do you think, Nick?
I think Larry is an idiot. He's probably right. I don't think even Larry...
What? What is it? What's wrong? I made a mistake.
Oh my god!
But how? It can't be. It's impossible.
She knows how